We live.
And we're live.
And we're live.
Seventh Freedom Coalition.
Back again. NTC.
Saturday. Wow.
We here.
We here with our dear brother.
Yes,
brother
brother.
Jeffrey Ford.
Okay.
Woo.
Brother
Jeffrey.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, a brother said he needs to be on your show. I was like, what? Let's talk about it.
Yes,
So this brother got these beautiful bow ties.
Bring it in. Is that a glare?
Look,
Take it. There you go.
You see it. All angles. All angles.
I like this one.
You know what?
This.
That goes.
There you go.
But unfortunately, we're MDT, so we don't wear bow ties.
That's okay. Because you might have a spouse.
That's right.
Right?
Which I
Or
do.
a dad, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Your son,
definitely.
cousin,
Right.
nephew.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
What's up?
But
Sum that up.
But I want Brother Jeffrey to talk about his experience.
But wait a minute, before you do that,
Okay. Let's talk
just
about
a little bit about yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, the family that supports you, and then go into the.
because I really want the juice,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I want
Yeah,
the
but we
juice.
gotta give them some
But I
props.
gotta-
We gotta
right,
give the family
right.
some props. Is, you know, your beginnings and how you got to this point.
Okay,
Right.
Definitely.
There you
So,
go.
Jump it.
First
There
and
you
foremost, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Allah first and foremost before
Absolutely.
anything else, because His mercy, His patience.
Right.
With me personally, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't His for that.
Praise.
So I thank Allah first and foremost, and also before anything else, thank my wife too.
That's right.
Sister Samantha X.
You better,
We're out of
Samantha.
Boston number 11.
All
Okay, you
right.
know Sister Paula.
Sister Paula, yeah. Sister Paula.
Sister Paula is a faithful. When I say faithful sister,
Mhm.
Sister Paula check in every time we go live on Thursday. Sister
Yes, ma'am.
Paula, give Sister Paula the greetings from the Seventh Region Coalition.
Definitely, yes, ma'am. So, what we signed again? Let's put it.
Listen, I apologize.
I can tell you a brief background.
Yes.
I'm at mosque number 11. Been registered since 2018 officially, but I've been around the mosque my whole life. But it took hitting a bunch of walls and getting a bunch of bumps and bruises to finally submit to Allah and come into the recognition that which I've been running from my whole life was exactly where I needed to be.
Right.
So
right.
now I'm there, and I'm striving hard on a daily basis to add on to my nation, add on to my family, add on to my community in any way that I can. So
Praise.
that's what the
Praise.
Jeffrey Ford in a nutshell.
Praise.
Yeah.
be to
I love
Allah.
I always love high level.
Yeah.
Give me a high level summary.
Yes, man.
Praise.
All right. Well, now let's get into
the
what we
history
brought
of
you
these
right
bow
here.
ties.
Come on now.
Okay,
Because I might have to come.
So my father, Brother Jeffrey 2X, may Allah be pleased with him. He learned how to make the bow ties from Brother Mark Muhammad, who is also at Mosque number 11, one of the dope busters from Washington, but now he's in Boston. Shout out to Brother Mark Muhammad. I tell him all the time, like, none of this would be happening if you didn't show my father how to make the tie initially. So I got to shout him out. He showed him how to make it. He went to Ghana. My dad went to Ghana and showed his wife, Sister Elizabeth, how to make the bow tie. And my dad's a businessman. He had several different businesses. He sold sneakers, clothes, oils, a whole bunch of different things. And this is one of the things that he sold. But when he transitioned, he had several amounts of money of other products that he had, and he had a box of bow ties. And so I seen the thousands of dollars of other stuff he had, and I saw this box of bow ties, and I seen $1 million business from what he showed me in business and what I've learned. So I knew that he had it at a certain level, and when he passed, he was striving to create a website. So I said, you know what? I sold all that stuff for what it was, and I knew that this was the business. So I just started doing my best and praying on it to grow this business. And so with the help of my wife and her creativity as well, we built a website from scratch. MGT, beautiful bear god sister, who's home now with a beautiful sets of twins. That's one year and change. The son Isaiah, she's home and I'm here, but she's still here with me.
Praise
Yes,
be
ma'am.
to Allah.
Yes, ma'am.
Praise be to Allah.
So we created a website from scratch. They wanted $1,000, $1,500 to create a website, but instead we just went to the books to learn how to create a website. This is the card that Sister Samantha created.
All right.
Our
Go ahead,
business
Sister
name
Samantha.
is the Bowtie Connection. www.thebowtieconnection1word.com, and you can see the bow ties on that website.
Praise God.
I'll give you the rest of the handles later, but back into how we got here today. By the time Sister Elizabeth started making the bow ties for me, she had created the craft and got it to this point that you see today.
Okay. Sister Elizabeth.
Sister Elizabeth in Ghana, Africa.
Okay.
So how that works, how the process works, I'll show the process. I ship her the clips. She goes to the market in Ghana on WhatsApp, and she shows me the fabrics, and I choose the fabrics that I want her to make for bow ties. She makes the bow ties, and I pay to have them shipped back here. And with that, we're able to provide for her and her family, and provide for myself and my family. And something that really sticks in my mind is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the blueprint, the economic blueprint. And Honorable Minister
Imports and exports and international trade.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, this right there in the book for us. You know, we got to Iqra, we got to read that.
That's
you know?
right.
That and the Exodus. I saw a video of the Honorable Minister Farrakhan dealing with the Exodus and doing for self. You know, we must do for self or suffer the consequences.
That's right.
And so I'm striving hard on a daily basis, and I'm backed by a beautiful team, a beautiful brotherhood, a beautiful family, and a lot. And so, any questions you have, I got you. But I'm thankful for even being on your show. I appreciate you.
Again, we at NTC today, National Training Center.
That's
right.
Okay, we're having an event, but you came to have the experience. We know we just transpired not too long ago.
Coming soon.
But you came and you're in the event. I just want your overall thoughts thus far of your experience here, and how has it given the business, your existing business, some exposure, more exposure that maybe you didn't have.
Great question.
Coming here.
Correct. I think I'm so grateful to be present at this event, first and foremost, because people are everywhere, but we're the ones that are here today. You know, we're blessed, you know, to hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We're blessed to see all our brothers that a lot of people see in the final call or on television, but they're here today. And this is a closed setting, a community vibe with nothing but love and respect. And that all our brothers that, you know, famous, we'll say those are our brothers. They're not walking around like they're famous. They're walking around humble as our brothers and our sisters.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
I didn't get a table at this event because I'm striving to experience this experience first and foremost before anything else.
Yes, sir.
And get the whatever is possible for knowledge. Get that. That's what I'm here for. So I have a little bag.
Of it.
I have a little bag of bow ties, and so I'm also here, you know, to get exposure for the business as well. And so what I've done today, I believe, is spread the word all over the United States, globally, really, because we have people coming from all over the world here.
Absolutely.
Global business, and it's an international import, and now it's who knows where it's gonna go, but I know that I have to keep on working because we don't believe in no mystery God.
Come on.
And we know the first law of the universe is bullshit.
Yes.
It's so the second is order. So I got, we did.
You got to keep it to moving.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So listen, that's been an experience. So let me ask you just one more question, and then Sister Lila, the floor is yours. What do you want to, I guess, put out there to anybody that's listening that may be thinking about doing something? They're not just making bow ties, but maybe in general, stepping out, right, on faith and not letting the fear. Because you just heard about fear, right?
Yes.
Right? Getting rid of that fear. Talk to people about how you move, or some advice on how you move fear out of the way, and how they can do what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has asked us to do. Right? But
hearing you ask that question before I answer it makes me think of how I came into a better understanding that Allah got. And how I did that was by, the probabilities, right? How probable it is that we're sitting here at this table together talking on a podcast, right? But how probable is it that I'm still alive? And then Allah will bless you so many different ways and put you in certain situations where there are no probabilities. That it's Allah. That helps strengthen my faith, and it happens to. So to answer your question,
Yes, sir.
I was working at a factory. I could run any machine. I could fix any machine. I was working at a factory that I worked at a prior time.
Right.
And I went back to that factory, even though in my mind I was like, I need to do for self. I don't want to work for anybody but self and family and brother and sister.
Come on,
saying?
come on.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
not for Larry, Bill, Bobby, none of that. I
Right.
work for Brother Jeffrey 4X in my nation and my community. So I went in there with that mindset, and I was still struggling with it. And 3 days in a row, there was I had an adverse effect with some chemical that was in there that was burning my throat and my nose as well.
That's you can see a lot going.
Yeah.
I told you not to.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And so at that point, I was in the bed sick, and I was like, I know exactly what this is. That was my last day punching in a time clock.
Wow.
And that was over 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. So I have not only this business, several other businesses, but we'll stick here. You have to know that Minister just told us how special we are. You're a special individual,
Valuable.
and Allah blessed you with a talent that nobody else has.
Right.
You have that talent, so you need to come into what that is first and foremost. And when you do, you need to strive towards that. Even if you still have a job initially, you got to steal away, stack your bread. You know what I mean? Stack your bread, put into your personal business, whatever it may be. And when you can, stop punching into that clock and punch into your own clock. Become a business owner, become an entrepreneur.
Come on, that's
You know,
it.
so
And be steadfast.
You gotta
Don't just say you're gonna be entrepreneur one day and then go to sleep tomorrow.
Right.
You got
The Honorable Minister Farrakhan teaches us that anything of value has a difficulty factor attached to it.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it's real. You're going to have trials, and those trials is what's going to help you get strong enough to come into that understanding that you need to come into to be able to not be punching in no more.
Come on.
Yes,
That's
man.
right.
Thank
Well,
you for asking that question. Thank you for that question. It's another, but for me it is you asking that question, there are no probabilities. That was Allah that had you ask me that question because that's been on my mind heavy, and I'm actually in it now.
Right. You in
And
the
I have-
trenches, brother.
I'm in the trenches.
And
No
you
backing
can't-
out now.
No backing
No backing
out.
out.
You in the fight. You in the fight.
Yeah.
3 more years, solid.
Yes,
Right.
yes, ma'am. Hopefully it's another year. Because like I said, when I saw the box, I saw $1 million business. $1 million, but not just $1 million.
That's
at
okay.
least $1 million.
Right.
Allah put that thought into you.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
Praise.
Yes, ma'am.
be to
All
Allah.
right.
Well, you listen. How much is your bow ties? First of all, let me tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
This brother is getting these bow ties imported from Ghana. Not the swap meet. Let's just be real. Not China, but from Ghana, right? So you're not going to find these at a Macy's or at a Target.
Marshall.
This is coming directly from a country that our people love us and support us, the Nation of Islam. And he's just selling these bow ties for just a measly $20.
Correct.
$20.
Can I touch on that?
Absolutely.
So I was talking to a brother, and he says that he's real picky about his bow ties. He gets the bow ties from the same person that the Honorable Minister Farrakhan gets his bow ties from.
Okay, respect.
And so my thought in my mind initially was like, he's picky. Let me see if he gets one of these ties, right?
Right.
But then he said to me, I asked him the question. I was like, how much are the bow ties go for? And he said 150. And I was like, 150? Like, yes, $150. And I said, okay. And then he said to me, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said, that's how valuable your tie is, and that's what you should sell it for, $150. So right now, today at the National Trading, these bow ties are $20, and they're $25 on my website. But it's not going to stay that way.
It's not.
It can't stay that way.
It can't
stay that way.
So here it is.
This is bargain. So if you're not here, you probably should come on and
Right.
Or go on the website because they're $25, but I'm telling you, they have to go up because it's a service. There's nothing like it.
They ain't no need for the explanation. These are coming from Ghana.
That's right.
And the material.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure they're not importing the material.
Right.
These people are probably getting the material or they're making it.
Right.
They're making it.
Right.
So this is not something that you're gonna go to Walmart and get. This is. Come on.
See, people go to Walmart, right? They get the ties, and a week later, the ties is looking instead of like this, they're looking like this.
Of course.
Right.
Cheap clips.
Cheap clip.
fabric.
Cheap fabric. And my dad, one of his sayings was, "This is the bow tie with the clip that has the grip that won't slip."
I like that.
And I know we have the bow tie holders, bow tie holders out. Shout out to brother Malik with the bow tie holders.
Yes,
Pop it
my
out and pop
husband
it
does
out.
have.
That's a plug for
yes.
him too. You know, but at the same time, if these bow ties are they're gonna stay tight, stay firm.
Okay. Now listen, let the audience know your web address, please.
Yes.
Or where they can find and purchase these bow ties.
Yes, ma'am. You can go to www.thebowtieconnection.com. That's the website. On Facebook, it's Jeff X Lewis. On Instagram, Jeff X Lewis, or the Bow Tie Connection, and on Facebook, the Bow Tie Connection as well. And yeah, that's it. That's it in a nutshell.
And listen, and if you didn't get that, go on Google and just put in bow tie connection.
You have to put the bow tie connection.
The bow tie.
Yeah.
Just in case.
The is important.
The bow tie.
The bow tie.
Okay.
So you might go to the bow tie connection and you probably get a loosey goosey. You don't want no loosey goosey. This right here.
The bow tie.
The bow tie.
You get some rims if you put bow tie connection.
You might have it. Anyway, all
Well,
right.
you have heard it here. Thank you all. Listen, stay tuned because we got more to come. All right.
All right. Support the brother.
Support the brother. Definitely support the brother. All right.
Absolutely. Black business.
Black business.
There you go.